What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see by the title, today I'm going to do a video just testing out a lot of makeup. A lot of it is new, a lot of it is new to me. Some of it I purchased, some was sent by PR, so I just have a bunch of stuff. I've been out of town, and so I'm just kind of going through these packages, and you guys enjoy it when I try this makeup with you guys on camera, so that's what I'll be doing today. I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. You guys, I'll make this intro really quick, but I obviously haven't been here in a while. Hey guys, how are you? Did you miss me? I missed you. As most of you guys know, I've been off of YouTube because I finally got married again. I had my big Mexican wedding. If you guys follow me on social media, you've probably seen every single detail. I have posted a lot on Instagram and TikTok, and for those of you that don't have Instagram or TikTok, I will be posting my wedding video here on YouTube, but a lot of you guys have a lot of questions for me, so I think the next video that I'm going to post is just answering all the questions about my wedding that you guys have. Yeah, just wanted to address the fact that I'm finally like married, and it was freaking amazing. So let's start playing with makeup. I'm trying to think if we should start out with the eyes. Yeah, why don't we start out with the eyes? So let me zoom you guys in and we can get started. Alrighty guys, so for the eyes, I have a couple things. So I got some PR from Lottie London. Again, I don't know what's new and what's not, but I do have an eyeshadow palette. I also got PR from Urban Decay, which was my first time getting PR from Urban Decay, and they sent me their half-baked palette. This is what it looks like. I don't think this is new. This is what it looks like. So it's a pretty neutral palette. I really expected like more orangey tones. They also sent me their eyeshadow primer potion, which I've actually never tried. I know I'm like the worst beauty blogger, but I just use concealer and it always works out for me. But let's see if it really will make a difference. It's in the shade Original. So I'm wondering if there's any tint to this. The reason why I love using concealer, well, one of the reasons why, because I like to cover up discoloration. But maybe if I just like set this with a cream tone eyeshadow, maybe it'll do that. So, and then also my eyelids are just not oily, and so concealer just works fine. Like my eyeshadow usually lasts a pretty long time. So I'm just gonna go into this Lottie London little palette. It's called the Rose Golds, and I'm just gonna grab this shade right here, and I'm just gonna put that all over to set. I feel like we are getting some coverage. It's not like it's covering up everything I want, but it might be covering up like enough. I have not used Urban Decay shadows in a really long time, so I kind of want to use these. So I'm going to use the shade Buck Off and just place that all over my crease. I saw a TikTok about how if you owned the Urban Decay Naked palette in high school or college, it was like simpler times, and oh my god, it was. I remember I had the Naked 2 palette, and I actually was not good at makeup. I really didn't get into makeup till college, and one of my best friends was pretty good at makeup, and so she would do my eyeshadow for me every time we would go out, and I remember how I always felt so pretty when she did that for me. This eyeshadow, though, is looking beautiful. It's blending out really nicely, but it's keeping really good pigment. I don't even know what kind of look I'm doing, but we're just gonna wing it. I mean, let's be honest, it's gonna be a neutral look. I'm sorry guys, this is more of a neutral channel. I'm gonna grab this shade from the Lottie London palette just to deepen it out. I've been really into like a soft glam kind of cut crease moment. That's the kind of makeup I was kind of doing for all of my wedding weekend, which by the way, I do have a wedding makeup tutorial already up, and it's exactly what I did at my wedding if you guys are interested. Okay, and just to add a little bit more drama, back to the Urban Decay, and we're using this shade called Edible. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more drama. You guys, I haven't filmed in a long time. Obviously the video that I posted last, I filmed before I posted, and so I haven't even opened my laptop in like 2 weeks. Like I literally brought my laptop to work in Mexico and I never opened it. Like I only really did like wedding stuff. I really just enjoyed my family's company, my friends' company. I really, I was like truly present at the wedding. I know I did do some content for Instagram, but that was like pretty easy for me. Other than that, I was like so present that I literally was worried that I wasn't worried. So weird. I just had such a good time. So I'll definitely talk more about that in the next video. I'm gonna add this matte shade and this peachy shade and mix it and add that in the lid. I'm gonna pack this on. These shades are very pigmented. Both palettes so far are really nice. Always just blend out the edges. These looks are literally the easiest and they look so pretty. So far, loving the eyeshadows. I am loving the eyeshadow like primer, or yeah, the eyelid primer. Everything's going on really well, so I'll definitely keep using it and see if it makes a big difference. And of course I'm gonna see how the shadows last. Let's do a little bit of winged liner. So we'll be using the Lottie London stamped wing liner. So like I mentioned, this is the Lottie London stamped liner. Of course I will be linking everything down below. So it is a chubbier marker but with a fine tip, and then it does have the stamp. I haven't used one of these in a while, but let's just go for it. These stamps usually don't create like the most precise wing, but it does create usually like a really good map. So I like to do the stamp first and then go over it with the liner. So let's see, I have not done this in so long. Now I'm gonna grab this and I'm just gonna outline it, add more liner on the lid, and then just try to really perfect it. So I messed up this eye. I definitely stamped it way too high, and so I'm trying not to make this line too thin, but hey, I mean, it works. I probably wouldn't just leave the stamp as it is, but as you guys can see, I kind of made it a little bit longer and a little bit more perfected. This is the bad wing, this is the good wing, but at least you guys can see an example of what it could look like. Obviously, it's gonna take some practice, but I'm just gonna leave it. We're not going anywhere. I do like this. I'm not the biggest fan of marker liners. I do prefer a brush liner, but it's okay. It works and the stamp does help. So for mascara and lashes, I will be using this mascara, which I'm sure you guys have seen. I will tell you more about it in a second. But I have seen these lashes going viral. So these are the Kiss Lash Couture Naked Drama in Ruffle. At this point, anything that Makeup by Ariel talks about goes viral. So he likes to use these, and he also likes to use them as half lashes. I did want to quickly say that the Milani high-rated anti-gravity mascara is really nice. I actually took this to Mexico for my wedding, and it's awesome. I forgot that I bought it to show in a video, but now I can give you guys a full review. It is a rubber wand, and it does have like an hourglass shape, and it's really nice. I'm not going to use it to its full potential today just because we are wearing fake lashes, but this mascara, to me, it's almost like the new Maybelline Sky High mascara. It does all that for me. It gives me length, separation, volume. Right now, I don't have my eyelashes curled, so you probably can't see the full potential. Again, only because I am going to be using fake lashes, and I'm going in with the lightest coat. But guys, if you want length, drama, volume, and separation, 2 coats of this is all you need, and it just looks amazing. So I highly recommend this. Let's see. Just to kind of see if we need to cut it. Ooh, this looks nice. It's very dramatic, but it's so lightweight. It is really pretty. I might cut off maybe like just a little bit of the inner corner, just so that it kind of fans out more. So this is what they look like. I really like them. I understand why some people cut them in half, because there is a lot of drama, but I get the hype. You get a lot of volume and a lot of length and a little bit of cat eye without any weight. I mean, I don't even feel them. So they are a little bit dramatic, but so far I really do like them. I would totally wear these, and I can't wait to see what they look like just like with the half wing, but totally love it. So moving on to the face, let me zoom you guys out just a little bit. So for the face, we have two different primers. So we have a soft matte poreless primer as well as a serum primer. I think we're going to try this first. So right now, I just have my skincare and my sunscreen on. This is from Undone Beauty. They did send this to me. It's the 4-in-1 Solid Serum. Instantly prime, tone, hydrate, and highlight. So it's supposed to be a multi-purpose moisture stick that preps the skin, tones, replenishes dryness with probiotics, hyaluronic acid, and it instantly creates incredible lit from within glow. So it is like a big ol' tube. It did have a little lid. So I guess we just put it on the face. It feels cooling. It's not, maybe it needs to warm up, but it's not gliding on like so nicely on the skin, but okay, now that it's warming up, it is. There we go. So it feels cooling. We don't really see any lit from within, but that's okay. Interesting. It doesn't feel like too much. Like it's a very thin layer. Like not much is coming off, but it feels nice. It feels kind of like a smoothing primer. That's what it feels like. It's not really giving me any glow, and it's not like filling in pores or anything like that, but it does feel hydrating and smooth. So I guess we'll just have to see how everything on top wears. But first impression, I'm not getting much other than like just creating like a hydrated feeling, a little silicone-y feeling base, which I don't mind actually. I'm not getting much from it. I do think this is one of those products that you just have to keep trying, so that's my first impressions on that. And now let's move on to the Hailey's Beauty Primer. So this is the Refine Soft Matte Poreless Primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the areas that I need it. I think this is new. So they did have a different one that was like a poreless primer, but it didn't look like this. It almost looks like a cream, and you can tell it kind of separated a little bit. I really thought it would come out like a silicone for some reason. This is very liquidy. So I'm gonna apply it. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't get oily, but I do get shiny sometimes. So I'm just kind of putting it in my T-zone. And I will say, for a soft matte primer, it doesn't feel dry or thick. It's actually very thin, and so far it is creating like a little bit of a matte situation. If you have dry skin but you want a soft matte look, this might be good for you. Obviously with primers, I can't really say too much off the bat, but it does feel nice and silky, and it did create a little bit more of a matte canvas without drying, so I do like that. We do have a sheer tinted marula oil from Hailey's Beauty, but I'm not sure if it's going to be the right shade, so let's just try it out, and if it's not, I'll just use something else that's fairly new. So this is what it looks like. I know you guys can barely see it, but it's called the Reinvent Sheer Tinted Marula Oil. And they sent the shade Light Medium. I know it looks a little bit dark, but we are matching the neck, and because it's an oil, it's not going to have that much coverage. So let's try this out. So with oils, I tend to blend out first with my fingers, and then just finish it off with like a brush. So that's what I'm going to do today. It is giving me like a light to medium coverage. It is pretty oily, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's an oil, and I know there's a lot of oils that are not as oily. This one is one of those that is. And then with a sponge, I'm just going to do whatever's left because this is very oily, and I don't want a thick layer on my skin. So, so far first impressions, it's exactly what it says. It's a light to medium tinted oil. If you are into that, I think you might like this. Obviously, we'll see how it works with the rest of the products, but I do have blemishes that is not covering it up, obviously, because it is more of a tinted. It's not going to be high coverage, but it definitely evened out my skin tone. So that looks good for now. So I don't have any new brow products, concealer, or bronzer, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll be right back and I will show you guys a new blush. I am back. So for concealer, I have on the Catrice True Skin Concealer. I set it with the Kosas Cloud Set. I also set the rest of the face because even though it's set, as you guys can see, I'm still getting some shine through because it is an oil. So by setting it though, it didn't separate or anything like that. I just kind of brought the shininess down a little bit. For bronzer, I have the Undone Beauty Bronzer, and on the brows, all I have is the NYX Thick It Stick It. Everything went on really, really nicely. So now let's talk about blush. So as most of you guys know, I love the Benefit blushes, the Tint, the Play Tint, and the Cha-Cha Tint, but I had never tried the Love Tint. So I did finally try it off camera and I love it, but I haven't tried it on with makeup yet. I got this from PR from Benefit. They sent me all of their tints, and so far this has become my new favorite because the Tint is nice, but it's very, very natural, and sometimes I want more. And so I've been putting on this Love Tint on my bare skin, and it gives me a nice flush of color, and on my lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that today, but on makeup, and hope that it works really well. It is a very, very like fiery red formula, and it's very pigmented, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the brush. And the coolest thing about this is that you only need the smallest bit, and it's very, very thin, and it lasts a really long time. So let's see how it applies on makeup. Oh, very nice. I applied some on the brush, and then I just put a little bit of it on my hand. And mind you, I already added powder. So usually these always work out for me really well. I just didn't know if this was the same formula or not. This Benefit Benetint, it's just my favorite to start my blush routine because it's such a like a liquidy formula, so it doesn't add like heaviness, but it makes the blushes just last forever. I just love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that everywhere. Let me blend some with the sponge. So out of all the tints that I've tried, this is definitely the most pigmented. So just keep that in mind, but it looks beautiful. I love it. So I also, what I really like to do is, let me take off my lip balm. I like to add it to my lips and then add a lip balm on top. So I literally just put like one dot and spread it out. And it's such like a fiery pinky shade. It's so pretty. And then you literally don't feel anything on your lips. So if you do have more like pale lips, this is such a nice product to have. I am gonna put on a little bit of lip balm. So I got a package from Fawn Beauty. Fawn Beauty is owned by Katie Fawn, and she is a small business. She's awesome. She's super nice. I met her through social media, and so this is a small women-owned business that I wanted to support. So I am gonna go ahead and put on the Fawn Beauty Recovery and Glow Lip Oil. I've been using this for a couple days now, and I love it. So I am gonna use one of her glosses for the end of the look, but for now, I'm just gonna put this on. It is like a pinky shade. It's very sheer though, so that's why I like applying like a tint first if I want to have a tint on my lips. But oh my god, this smells heavenly. It's really, really nice and thin, but it's so hydrating that it lasts a long time. I don't find myself reapplying it all the time, and it smells so good, but not like overly sweet. It's just really, really nice. It's literally a lip glow lip oil, lip serum, and it's amazing, and it smells so good. So I'm gonna have this on while we finish out the rest of the makeup. So to finish out the eye, I'm just gonna go back to the Naked Urban Decay palette and use the shade Buck Off, which was the transition shade. And you guys know the drill. I'm just gonna blow it out on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take just the tiniest bit of Edible, which is that dark plum brownie shade on the outer corner. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade Half Baked with a wet brush for the inner corner highlight. Half Baked is an iconic shade, might I add. Okay, and before I apply mascara, I'm just gonna add some powder blush and blend it up like I always do. I'm just gonna use my go-to, which is the Revlon Mauvelous. You guys already know. I just like to set this blush with powder, apply it on the cheeks, and then on the top, I apply a little bit and then blend it up. And because I did use a little bit of a lighter concealer, I just saw too much contrast with the blush and the concealer, so I like to kind of blend it up and just make it look a little bit more seamless. So I'm just gonna quickly add some of that Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara on the bottom lashes, and we're almost done. Okay, so for lip liner, I'm going back to an oldie but a goodie, Morphe Sweet Tea. Right now, my favorite lip liner is Morphe Makeup Talk, but this one is more warm, and we do have more of a warm vibe going. So let's go ahead and overline the lips per usual with this liner, and then we're gonna fill it in with some gloss. Very pretty. So for gloss, again, I'm going to use Fun Beauty, and we're going to use the shade A Staple. It's a pinky brownie nude, which is my fave. This one has a different smell. It's a little bit more vanilla fruity as the other one. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Oh my god, look at that pinky shade. So pretty. I really like this formula. It's not sticky at all, and it's actually more of a thinner formula. It's not thick, and it almost like slips off. Like, it's very like, I don't know, it's nice. It's not heavy, but it feels very hydrating. I love it. Good job, Katie Fawn. Good job, Fawn Beauty. This is awesome, and I love the packaging, of course. Alrighty, guys, and this is the final look. I love it. I feel so good being back on YouTube. Like, I'm telling you guys, it's been a while. I really did enjoy all these products. So far, everything's going really well. The only thing I will say is not something that I didn't like, it's just something about personal preference. These Hailey Beauty tinted oil, it's very, very oily. I mean, I set my face and I'm still very shiny. Now, I know that this is what a lot of people want to look like. They want to have that shiny, dewy, healthy look. So if you're into that, you're going to love this. I really like it. I do think I would probably use this more on the dry months, actually, to kind of help my skin. The way I'm going to use this going forward is actually mixing it with my foundations that are not water-based to maybe add some hydration to them. But by itself, for me, it's just like a little bit too much. I do think it looks really, really nice. I just hope that it lasts, because even though I already said it, it is tacky. So if you're into that, you're gonna love this. But I will say it did give me a beautiful coverage and finish. So overall, everything is awesome. I'm just happy to be back on YouTube, kind of playing around with makeup. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I am back on YouTube officially. I will give you guys all the content that you're looking for. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I missed you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I will also see you guys in my next video. Bye.